Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to Let's Play Through the Darkest of Times. This will be part 3 of our Let's Play. We've only just barely started, and our resistance is kind of going okay. We have Gerhard Kettmann here and Arthur Ender on, like, maximum heat, so they are just a problem in any mission we send them on, as you can see. Not really what we want, but we also need to observe the SA activities. So we can get some more, we can meet an academic. Maybe we send Ender on this? Maybe not. Actually, hang on. Because you need what? You need another academic. Will Kettmann do it? Or do you send someone smart? Well, sorry, someone smart. Yeah, okay. I'll go on this, I'll go meet the academic, because we need to unlock the new area. I think we send Kettmann into hiding for 30 marks. It is pretty steep, but I don't see like we have much of a choice. So... Wait, weren't you the worker? No, or is it... Oh, you're unemployed now. Alright, that's right, this is the communists, so we need, well, we need communists. Right, which we don't really have at the moment. We talk to the Christian community. If you do this, send a bicycle, that might be okay. It's probably not worth the risk. I think we just send you with the bicycle. That'll be okay. Kastner's notebook, we could do this. Who've we got left? Helen Kupfer, Arthur Ender, nah. Like, even both of them combined would be way too dangerous. Someone's gonna end up dead there. Well, there's not much more we can really do, is there? We need money, really. But the risk is just too high for Ender. I mean, he's good at that job, but... Okay, maybe we send Ender as well. In the hopes that one of them will drop. Could go buy some medicine, but I don't think we need it. Do we just send you on this anyway? It's like low chance of success, but low risk. Just to give you something to do. It'll probably go to spotted, which is the main concern. We do get 9 marks, which is good. Alright, how'd the hiding go? Cool. Like, good. That worked. Harrow Esser meets with an academic from Weissensee and tries to find out if she would be willing to collaborate with us. It turns out that she despises the regime for its irrationality and cruelty. She says they are more like her in Weissensee. And Tempelhof, people from the Christian community. Okay, we got 6. It's pretty good. And we got 3 there. 3 is actually not bad. You know, that's still supporters. Alright, a eugenics program planned. A new law is introduced permitting human sterilization to further the Nazi eugenics program to build a master race. Hitler visits fleet in Kiel. Hitler visits Kiel harbor to see the fleet consisting of the old pre-dreadnought battleships. He boards Leipzig with the leading SS and government officials, including General Werner von Blomberg, Admiral Erich Raeder, Hermann Goering, and Franz von Papen. Prussian Enabling Act. Against the votes of the SPD, Prussia passes its own Enabling Act, similar to the Reich's Enabling Act from March 23rd. It enables a president of Prussia to pass laws without the parliament. At our meeting, Amelia Mahler speaks. I didn't tell you about any of this, but a few weeks ago, my grandfather Heinrich died. He was a good man. Well, today I got a letter from his lawyer telling me I inherited some money from him. Our condolences. Our deepest condolences, I say, and we hope the money will be of help to you and your family. My family will need the money. Thanks, says Amelia. What a weird thing. Just like, oh, I inherited some money. Yes, oh yes, my family will enjoy this. Like, what a weird series of things. Okay, so we have a lot of people we could meet to open up new areas. We still need to collect money, so maybe we do need to visit, like, all these people. Okay, you hate this, though. Wait, really? You're better at that? Oh, right, because it's based off secrecy and empathy, and I don't have much of those. So Arthur Ender and Gerhard Kettmann actually have the most. So I guess we send Kettmann. to do that one. Visit a museum. Professor of the Fine Arts, Krista Greiser, becomes our supporter and tells us in which museum we can still see forbidden un-German art if we want. Going to the museum to see some so-called un-German art with the entire group might bring back some of the morale, and remind us of better culture than what the Nazis trying to force on us. Okay, so that's a big morale booster, but we don't need that. We have lots of morale. Who can talk to the workers? We don't have anyone, do we? No, because everyone's either Catholic conservative. Everyone's some kind of conservative. Or Christian. Which they don't like. Well, okay, they don't mind. We do need money, though. I think we're going to have to do that. Talk to the Christian community is pretty easy, because we have a lot of those. And then I guess we send someone to go meet... Former unionist? I guess. I think that's about the best we got. Sure. Lost 2 supporters, that's fine. We got 11 marks donated, that's good. How'd we go? The police are here. We'll just hide. Police are leaving, we probably got spotted. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead. Kettmann meets with a former unionist in Reichendorf. Join the resistance. The trade unionist is furious about the way the regime has limited workers' rights and is willing to support us wherever he can. Also, do we have a contact now? Met with people from the Christian community. Oh, I think we do. We do. Contacts priest. There we go. Arthur Ender meets with a former unionist in Wilmersdorf to see if he can convince to join the resistance. Someone's getting suspicious. Just do it. I don't care if he's getting suspicious. Trade unionist is furious about the way the regime has limited workers' rights and is willing to support us wherever he can. So I think if they have been seen, if it says, like, they have definitely been seen, I think that increases their heat by 2, possibly 3. If it just thinks they've been seen, it's just 1. Wives stay in the kitchen. A new law for marriage loans is decreed. All German Aryan newlyweds can get a loan of 600 marks interest-free from the state, but only if the wife quits employment or remains unemployed. Interesting. Is that a thing that actually happened in Germany? Interesting. Rust banishes Jews from schools. Minister of Education Bernhard Rust, I guess it would be Rust, bans Jews from youth welfare and gymnastic organizations and denies them access to athletic facilities. Communist property confiscated. A new law allows the highest state authorities to confiscate all property of the Communist Party and its associated organizations. Arthur Ender comes up to me before the meeting. Look, I've waited long enough for you to do something about this. Looks like I just have to address it directly. He lowers his voice. What are you going to do about Helen Kupfer? What do you mean? What do I mean? Sorry, what do I mean? You're just going to make me say it, aren't you? She's gay. What does that have to do with anything? Arthur continues, I don't care about the sex thing. She can do whatever she wants, but everybody knows about her and her lover. Someone could blackmail her. She could endanger the group. This is ridiculous. I have to contain my anger. Well then, shall I kick out any Jews for the same reason? Arthur looks down. Gypsies? Communists? Who else? Arthur is silent. No? Well then try to remember that we're fighting for. What we're fighting for. Let's get back to work. So he's going to be grumpy for that, I guess. Oh wow, no. Actually, he didn't mind. It just boosted Helen Kupfer. Nice. Okay, so now we have a lot of choices. Yeah, and Arthur Ender's been seen. So actually, okay, we're going to send someone to here again. Who's actually the best at this? Is it Kupfer? No, it is definitely Amelia Mahler. Okay. Go and get us some more people, because we nearly have enough supporters. We do need to observe the SA activities. Our supporter Gudrun Zilka tells us that she knows where we can observe the SA in Köpenick. What do we need here? Secrecy and empathy. It's like Gerhard Kettmann. It's pretty dangerous, though. Yeah, Kettmann and Arthur Ender are like our best sneaky boys, and both of them have been super seen. So I think we once again need to send both of you into hiding. Which is going to cost us a hell of a lot of marks. So what about the contacts? What do we do here? He can't help us at the moment, but we'll be able to do it later. Can't help us at the moment. Okay. Sure. Visit a museum we don't need to do. Meet with conservatives. That one I think works. Volker Ring knows many conservatives in Wilmersdorf. He wants to introduce us to those who might be open to opposing the regime. You're a conservative? Yeah, you're a national conservative. You should be perfect for this. You have a doubtful past, though. No, I think this is okay. Actually, no. We'll give you a bike, though. In case you want to get away. Hitler is Satan. Red herrings. If we can get the authorities on the wrong track by distracting them, we give our group members some air. How many marks do you need? Wow, 60 marks. Ouch. We need to start doing some things. At the moment, we're just kind of spinning our wheels. I mean, we are, like, meeting people and kind of expanding our network, but I think we need to start actually doing some things. Like, maybe we give back the book or whatever. Kastner's notebook. Next week. Boom. 14 marks from supporters. We lost 2 supporters, giving us 45, but we should get 5 to 6 from the Christian conservatives. Cool. You guys are good. Okay, so if we get 5 to 6, we're good. Yes. So we got 5. That's enough. I don't care. Witness leaves. While these people are no leftists, they find Hitler and the Nazis are the main problem right now and are willing to seek unusual alliances to do something about it. Nice. The Four-Power Pact. Representatives of France, Britain, Germany, and Italy signed the Four-Power Pact in Rome, pledging for a decade of peace in Europe and to work toward disarmament. How did that go? Not great. Anti-Fascist Congress in Paris. An international anti-fascist congress takes place in the city of Paris. Participants from all over the world discuss ways to fight growing fascism in many European countries. It's interesting those two things happened at the same time. Head of Berlin Orchestra forced to resign. Otto Klemperer loses the leadership of the Berlin Staatskapelle due to his Jewish background. Just before the meeting, Gerhard Kettmann takes me aside and tells me he knows of a snitch among our supporters. Confront the snitch. Let's set a trap for this rat, I say to Gerhard. Let's make sure he won't snitch for much longer. Wow, that's harsh. That's gone very dark all of a sudden. Okay, you guys are pretty good now, so maybe we can send you on this. We need strong boys. So we need, like, you. We have to send 2. Ugh. There's no good way to do this. Maybe we can't do that just yet. That's not good. What the hell are we gonna do here? Yeah, we really don't have the meat to do this. We have enough supporters. Maybe we just need to start... Okay, we're gonna do Kastner's notebook. And we'll send a bike on that one. Helen Kupfer. Oh, we need more money. Actually, wow, that one's not that... I guess not that much threat. So if I send all 3, we get a bunch of money. Actually, she doesn't really help at all. Yeah, no, we're just gonna send 2, and then Helen Kupfer. I think you do nothing. I think you do nothing this week. Right, because you probably can't meet an academic. Nah, they don't like you. Don't want to visit a museum, don't want to do that, don't want to do this. You definitely can't visit the workers, they hate you. So yeah, no, we're just gonna... You get the week off. Boom. Nice. Herr Esser visits Eric Kastner at his home to bring him the notebook the writer lost at the open plats. Someone's getting suspicious. We'll hide. Ah, they abort the mission. That's annoying. A new census. The first census taken since 1925 shows an estimated population of 65,300,000. Chirac promoted. Baldur von Chirac is named youth leader of the German Reich and leader of the Hitler Youth. Autobahn construction begins. A program to start building superhighways known as the Autobahn begins. Love the Autobahn. When I walk into tonight's meeting, everyone cheers when they see me. What's this about? It's about you, says Arthur Ender. It's incredible to think that in such a short time you've put together this group of ordinary Berliners and made a real resistance group out of us. Thank you. Thanks for your kind words, I say, but this is a group effort. Each one of us is vital. I'm just so happy to know I'm making a difference, says Amelia Marler. We really haven't done much. Like, we're protesters at best. Get access to industrial parking lot. Okay, we can't really do that just yet. Smuggled books. Okay, so everything in Wilmersdorf, I think, is out. Including the notebook, which is kind of annoying. Okay, so you do lose 1 if you don't do anything in a particular week. Maybe observe these SA activities. What do I need for this? This. If we take a bicycle? Sure. That's pretty risky, but I think it'll be okay. And then maybe everyone else just chills out for a bit. We'll send Amelia Marler to get more support. Actually, maybe we send them into hiding. Again, I know this is just like we're spinning our tires, we're not really doing anything, but I think we need to build up a lot of support. Then we get that constant input from Marks, rather than having to go out and get donations. 6 people, that's not great, but it'll do. Okay. Arthur Ender follows the essay in Copernic to learn more about their plans. He finds out that some of them used to hang out at a pub in Copernic and that one of them still regularly nods off and stays there overnight. We got 2 of something. The morning sun shines on my face as I exit the train at Copernic station. It's warm. I can tell summer is coming. Leave the station. I continue on my way to see Marianne, one of our supporters, who should be waiting for me already. When I make it to Elsengrund neighborhood, not a single worker is on his way to the factory. No children are playing in the street. No one is getting out groceries. Take a look around. A little further down the road, I see a white truck with the logo of a laundry service on it. I smell smoke, probably from campfires in the community garden nearby. I reach the small house in which Marianne and her husband Werner live, both are former unionists who support the group. Knock on the door. Eventually a curtain in one of the windows is pulled aside, and Marianne's face peers out. She sees me and opens the door. "Are you insane coming here?" she whispers, looking left and right, then quickly pulls me inside and closes the door behind me. Remind her of the appointment. "We had an appointment," I say. "What's the problem?" We sit down in a dimly lit room. All the curtains are closed. A little girl is sitting in the corner, drawing something on a piece of paper. I don't recognize her. Marianne and Warner don't have kids. Maybe a niece. What is it? "What's the matter, Marianne? Why are you acting like this?" "Haven't you heard?" She looks at me. "The raids, they're happening everywhere on Ilsengrund. They've arrested dozens of people." "Who are they?" She can tell you no more. Sorry, she can tell you more, rather. Marianne points at the little girl, who has continued to draw quietly since I entered the room. "Isot," says Marianne, "could you tell my friend Harrow what happened yesterday?" The girl stops drawing and looks at me. Take her time. "What are you drawing there?" I ask her. "This is my papa, and these are the men who took him," says the girl, and continues. "When I came home from school, there was a truck in front of our house, and Helen is my friend from school. Helen said, 'Isn't that your father?' And then I saw him too." Ask her father's name. "Her father is Gotz Killian. You probably know him. He's a teacher here in Copernic," says Marianne. "There were men, 2 of them, holding Papa, and a third was beating him up. I started to cry and yell at them, but they wouldn't stop." "Could you see what the men were doing?" Yeah. "Then they pushed him into the back of the truck, and the men climbed up there too, and they kept beating him. I cried so loud that everyone could hear me. I begged them to stop." "What happened next?" "Then Mama came, and we looked for the truck. We found it at a pub. Papa was gone, but there were more of the bad men. When they saw Mama, they recognized her and wanted to take her too." That's enough. She nods and falls silent. "Thank you." "You are a brave girl, Isot. Thanks for sharing such a difficult story with me. But will you bring Papa back?" "I will try." "Thank you," she says. The girl resumes her drawing. I look at Marianne and ask her, "Where is your husband?" "Where is Werner?" "I don't know," she shakes her head. "He didn't come home last night." "Aren't you worried?" "I am worried sick, but I need to stay with Isot. If you could go and find out where Werner is." "I will try. I'll try my best. Do you have any ideas where I should start looking for him?" I ask. I really don't know. Isolt said the men who took her dad came in a white truck. Over the last couple of days I saw a white truck around here too. Maybe it has something to do with it. I say goodbye to Marianne and Isolt and leave the house. Outside, a white laundry truck drives by me at high speed. It has something on its back, but I can't see what it is. This is my lead. Run after it. Run as fast as I can. The truck is quickly out of sight, but the road can only lead to one destination, Schmokowitz Forest. Go to the forest. It's chilly in the forest, despite the warm summer sun. Move carefully. I move carefully, watching out left and right. I follow the main path leading from Köpenick to Vullheid. When I reach an area with large leafy trees, I notice something hanging up high, from afar. A huge sack is hanging in the branches like a butterfly cocoon. Find out what it is. I climb up the tree and cut down the sack. It drops to the ground with a thud. Untie the rope. There is a pale face staring at me. It's Werner, Marianne's husband. His face is bloody and swollen. His right eye is missing. I feel sick. Pull yourself together. I swallow the acidic taste in my mouth. When I look up again, I see that there are more of these sacks. Many, many more. It's pretty grim. In July 1933, the NSDAP is declared to be Germany's only legal party. I remember this. The Gestapo and SS arrest tens of thousands of dissidents and send them to concentration camps. Your leadership is strong and stable, and your group has recruited and retained enough supporters to withstand the brutal crackdown. End of chapter 1. Wow, so that's chapter 1. Okay, so yeah, this is going to probably go through till like the end of World War II.
Wasn't the first event of its kind.
That's
and
crazy.
It likely won't be the last. SA and police arrested tens of thousands of political opponents. Many were imprisoned, tortured, or killed. The Nazis banned all political parties except the NSDAP and made it clear that from now on, they alone ruled the country. In November, Hitler won re-election with 92% of the vote.
Wow, shocking. If you ban all other parties.
We went into hiding. It felt like there was nothing left we could do.
Okay, so like, yeah, I guess the first chapter of the game is just trying to build up enough support. After the Köpenick bloodshed, the Nazis arrested thousands of political opponents. Many were killed or injured. We went into hiding, waiting for the right opportunity to come back and fight the regime. For almost 3 long years, we waited and watched things getting worse. Powerless, until that day in March 1936. There we go. An airship shaped like a giant cigar hovers above Tempelhof Airport. Hindenburg, the name of the former German president, is painted on the front of the hull. Hurry up, says Volk Lenz, leading the way to the entry barriers. Is this what you wanted to show me, an airship? He looks at his watch. In less than an hour, you will be flying in this airship, he laughs. A band plays military marches, swastika flags flutter in the wind. The crowd starts cheering when the stairs of the Hindenburg are lowered. Sieg Heil! Tend to join the cheering. I mumble something along the lines of Mig Mile, so the people around me don't get suspicious. One of the guards keeping the crowd from getting too close to the airship stops us. Halt! Only for invited guests. Oh, we are, says Falk, and takes out a letter. The guard looks at the letter, hands it back, and pulls back the rope. Heil Hitler, Mr. Lenz. And Heil Hitler, Schmidt, says Falk, and smiles. Herr Schmidt is here because my wife couldn't make it. I hope that's alright. Of course, Mr. Lenz. Have a nice flight. My name is Schmidt now. My name is Schmidt now, I whisper. Falk laughs. Inside the restaurant looks very luxurious, filled with red cushioned chairs and tables and covered in white linens. There is even a little promenade with windows granting a look outside. The name is Lenz, says Falk to the waiter, who nods and leads us to our table. Why are we here? Again, would you please explain to me what we are doing here, Falk? You'll enjoy it. It's amazing, says Falk and laughs. The crew of the Hindenburg yells commands, and I feel a soft pressure in my stomach as the airship begins to rise. I catch a view out of one of the windows and see the people on the ground getting smaller and smaller. This is amazing. This is amazing, but also pretty terrifying, I have to admit. Told you so, says Falk, grinning. He orders 2 drinks, and when they arrive, he raises his glass and says, to you, Haro Esser, and your brave group of heroes. Are you crazy? Calm down, this is the regime's home turf. No one would expect, well, us in a place like this, which makes it the perfect place to discuss restarting the group. I lean my head towards his and lower my voice. but the Gestapo is stronger than ever. We've been underground for over a year because of the Gestapo. Most of our former supporters are either scared, dead, or have left the country. Why do you think it would be a good idea to revive the group now? This is all true, Aro, says Falk, yet you must, for one inescapable reason. It is our last chance to stop a war. War? But the Olympics are coming to Berlin. Isn't Hitler busy showing the world what a peaceful leader he is? What makes you think he'll start a war, I ask. This is a very good question, says Falk, and I will answer it. But first you must excuse me for a moment. I just saw someone I need to talk to. Why don't you take a look around the ship? The view from the promenade windows is marvelous, and they even have a lounge. It's the perfect place to meet interesting people. Would you please answer my question first? Excuse me, I say, but Falk has already gotten up and is walking toward a man in a grey Luftwaffe uniform. They greet each other as if they were old friends and start talking. I'm too far away to hear what they are saying. I wonder what to do. Go to the windows and look out. I move close to one of the promenade windows and look out. Far beneath us, I see the city of Berlin. We are so far away that I can't recognize people on the street anymore. Even cars are hard to see. Isn't it wonderful, says an elderly woman next to me. You mean the way the city looks from here? Do you mean the wonder of flight, or the fact the city looks so small from here, I ask. Both, she says. Isn't this a wonderful view to see the world? I think it reflects how everything works down there. Here we are, masters and mistresses, flying above the world, and down there is everyone else, so small, so insignificant that you can't even see them anymore. It's an odd way of seeing this. We are their lords and masters, but they don't know it. She breaks into high-pitched laughter and reaches out her gloved hand. My apologies, I haven't introduced myself. I am Countess von Falkenstein. Take a hand and introduce yourself as Herr Schmidt. Schmidt? Well, if you say so, Herr Schmidt, she says and arches an eyebrow. May I ask, how come you find yourself on this fantastic vehicle? My friend works for the government. How nice of him, she says, but her tone seems to indicate that she doesn't mean it. Hitler and his party are often proletarian in a way that disgusts me, but they know how to impress. You have to give them that. She points to a huge crowd that is assembled below to wave at the airship. You must feel pretty safe. No one dares to try anything. My family's been ruling this land for centuries. We survived the French, the Great War, the Revolution, and the Republic. We will survive this too. Besides, I support the Führer. I think he's a masterful leader. What makes you think that Hitler is doing a good job? Hitler promised to make Germany great again, and that's exactly what he is doing. He got us out of that shameful Treaty of Versailles, he got the Saar Basin back from the French, and he'll bring back the Polish corridor. This might lead to war, don't you think? Now it is you who is risking his life, don't you think? But no, I don't think Hitler's actions will lead to war, she says. The people around him are sometimes questionable, but other nations look at us in awe. He made them respect us again. Do you really think so? The Jews, the communists, the Democrats, the unions, they've destroyed us. They all kept us from reaching our natural greatness. But look at us now. We shine and we rise. During the Olympic Games, the world will come to see us, will come to us, and the world will see the true, the great Germany. Now I've heard enough. I'm going to wait for Falk to come back. I see Falk standing at the other end of the promenade, gazing at the horizon. The Luftwaffe officer is nowhere to be seen. Approach Falk. Do you have time to answer my questions now? Of course. I'm sorry I left you alone. It was someone who might become very useful to us. I will introduce you eventually. What was it again you wanted to know? What makes you think Hitler will start a war? Hitler wants war, just not right now. He knows the Wehrmacht isn't ready yet. He needs more time. He needs the world to think that his Reich is just like any other country, that there is no German threat. So you must let the world know what his plans really are? That's correct, says Falk. Let's face it, it's too late to fight Nazism from the inside. Even killing Hitler won't do it. Most Germans are happily following the regime. We need help from the outside, but if the world believes Hitler is harmless, the required help won't come. Why us? What makes you think anyone would listen to us, I ask. Nothing, says Falk, but we have to hope that they do. Otherwise this world will see war and destruction far worse than anything it has ever experienced. Boom. Great excitement. How will elections turn out? The elections are taking place and everyone is eager to see how much the people approve the Führer. The Rhineland prepares for annexation. People of the Rhineland get ready to join the Reich. All they need to do is sign the ballot in favor of the annexation in today's election. Nothing matters more than coal. Goebbels calls coal the most important resource, and coal workers, Germany's work heroes. 95% of the Reich's energy is produced by German coal-fired power plants. It's a bizarre thing to see Nazis holding each other back, says Gerhard Kettmann during tonight's meeting. I saw something really weird at a club last night. What do you mean Nazis holding each other back? So I went out for drinks last night. As I'm waiting in line to get in, there's a couple in front of me. He is black, she is white. The bouncer gets furious and tells them to piss off. That's ugly, but not unusual, is it? Wait for it, says Gerhard, and continues. A policeman shows up and goes straight to the bouncer. He whispers something we can't hear. Wait, did the policeman actually make him accept the couple? That's exactly what I'm saying, says Gerhard. The bouncer grudgingly motioned for them to enter the club, and that was that. And I think I know why that happened. He intervened because there are a lot of visitors and tourists there. They have to maintain an image for now, I say. Alright. Boom. So now we are on the eve of World War II, and we need to see if we can stop this from happening. So guys, thank you very much everyone for watching. If you like this video, make sure you hit that like button. If you want to see more content from me, the Aussie Nerd, feel free to subscribe to my channel and check out the other videos on there. If you think you know any friends that might enjoy my content, make sure you share a video too with them. I really appreciate it. And finally, if you want to leave any hints, tips, tricks, feedback of videos, or you just want to say hi, make sure you do so in the comment section down below so I can see it. And I'll see all of you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.